Hello there! We're going to talk about Tinted Moisturizer today. I love this stuff because it would be so great for somebody who's new to makeup, or maybe somebody who's not wanting makeup but wants a little bit of something to help blend the skin tones together, or something that feels super light. Or maybe you have a daughter, or maybe you are a young woman who is wanting to get started with something that is not makeup, but something that really helps to blend the skin tones together, help to conceal just a few of those blemishes and give you some coverage, like from the sun, because it has some natural SPF in it. So it's not necessarily like you want to use it as a tint or as a sunscreen. We do have sunscreen, but this has like that natural barrier to help protect your skin. So if you have somebody who's just wanting to get started, like maybe preteen or somebody, that'd be great. Or maybe you're a really busy mom and you want to have something on, look and feel put together in 2 minutes, or maybe even a minute. Or maybe you're somebody with mature skin, but you still want something to just help you feel and look put together. I'm going to show you how to use this. You guys, this stuff is so great. So I really like a brush for this. You don't have to. You can use your fingers, but I really like a brush. So I put on 2 pumps on the brush. And honestly, typically I just actually use 1 pump. But for the sake of the video, I want to make sure that I put on plenty so that you guys can really see what it does. But you can totally get by with just a pump. But this stuff gives you such a dewy look, and it feels so nice. And by the way, I'm not wearing anything else on my skin except for primer. I did put on our matte primer, and the reason I like matte primer is because it helps it to stay longer. But other than that, outside of my skincare routine, by the way, I'm looking off to the side here a little bit because it's my usual mirror that I'm used to looking at versus my phone. But it goes on so smoothly. And look at that. Like, it is so easy. And now if you wanted to take it to the next level and add mascara, or blush, bronzer, or our cheek and lip tints, that'd be great. Or you could also now add our sunscreen over top, or our liquid foundation or mineral foundation over top. But this is something like that anybody can do, and you can just also put on some lip gloss or some chapstick, and you can be out the door and you can feel and look so put together. But yeah, look at that. It just blends so nicely. The more product you add, the more coverage you get. And if you would like if you want the idea of this, but you want a little bit more coverage, but you don't necessarily want to do foundation, you could add concealer. And, you know, if you have a blemish here or there, you could definitely do that. But this stuff is so easy. It is so great for somebody who's new. It's great for somebody who is uncomfortable with makeup. Has phenomenal ingredients. It has peptides in it, but it is so clean. And so, yes, I would recommend getting your Tinted Moisturizer. The shades that we have 5 shades, and they're so forgiving. And so if you want them a little bit lighter, like you can literally add a little bit of face cream and it lightens it a little bit. It's super cool. I'd also recommend picking up a brush. And then, like I said, if you want it to last longer, add a primer. This is our matte primer. So this is going to help, like if you have oily skin and you don't want an oily look, add the matte primer. If you want a dewier look with more glow, add the illuminating primer, put that on underneath. But this is going to help this last all day. Another thing you can do is you can add our Set and Refresh mist over top, and you can mist that on throughout the day. That also will help keep it in place, and it will help keep you looking and feeling fresh. Facial mists are a hot commodity and are so popular in Korea. Korea is a fantastic place of the world when it comes to skincare. They know their stuff, and that is something that they do is they constantly mist on their spritzers, like their toners. So there's a little tip for you, but I hope this was helpful for you today. Highly recommend this product. So clean, so fresh, so natural. Go get yours. Enjoy.